Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, Show's World.
Welcome to Show's World, gamers. Josh here, and as this week draws to a close, I want to take a moment to look at this week's new game releases, gaming announcements, and a few news stories. If this is your first time on the channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button to join in on the fun. Alright gamers, we will start off with this week's new game releases, and it was a little bit of a light week. But Exoprimal, it did release this week on the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, the PC, the Xbox One, and Xbox Series X, including a day one release on Game Pass. The Capcom game is an online, theme-based, third-person action game where you take on hordes of dinosaurs that come from rifts that open up above a city. And I'm definitely going to be checking this game out over the weekend. Next up, Death or Treat is a 2D action roguelite. It kind of looks like Metroidvania hack and slash style game with hand-painted environments and a really cool looking aesthetic. The game was currently released on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems, but this week we finally got the Nintendo Switch version released, although I do feel like a fall release closer to Halloween would have been more ideal. Now, if you have played this game, let us know your thoughts in the comments. I haven't gotten a chance to play this, but it looks like a lot of fun. Now, Oxenfree 2, The Lost Signal released this week on the Nintendo Switch, the PC, the PlayStation 4, and the PlayStation 5. The game is a supernatural mystery/horror graphic adventure game developed by Night School Studios and published by Netflix Games. Now you play as Riley, who returns to her hometown of Kamina to investigate mysterious radio signals. Next up, let's take a look at some gaming announcements. Now EA Sports gave us our first trailer for EA Sports FC 24, their new flagship soccer game replacing the previously named FIFA franchise, with an announcement trailer on Tuesday and then a gameplay trailer a few days later. The game is scheduled to release on September 29th on multiple systems. Now, Monolith Requiem of the Ancients received an announcement trailer this week, and it instantly grabbed my attention. This game is looking very promising. The game is a vibrant-looking action RPG with a vast-looking world and will be coming to the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems in 2024. Worldless is an action-adventure 2D platforming game with kind of a minimalistic art style, though it uses bright colors and some really cool effects to give it an impressive-looking art style. The game received a release window announcement for fall of this year on Xbox systems. Now, Stumble Guys is a massive multiplayer party knockout game with up to 32 players online that, at first glance, just kind of looks like another Fall Guys clone, but at closer look, there is much more variety when it comes to the different elimination rounds, with tie-ins with the likes of brands like Hot Wheels for kart racing and Nerf for shooting levels. The game is available now on mobile and PC, but Xbox versions are on the way. Myth Force was a game we saw announced during the Xbox Showcase last month that garnered a lot of excitement for its 80s Saturday morning cartoon style gameplay animation, and this week we received a release date announcement trailer. The game will be available on September 12th for the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. Alright gamers, let's finish up with a few news stories from this week in gaming. And we're going to start with a crossover project that may be on the verge of being a huge train wreck, as we got a new look at the upcoming live-action Twisted Metal series coming to Peacock from Sony Pictures as they released a new trailer. I'm really rooting for this show. It releases on July 27th and I will be watching, but expectations are definitely low for this one. Now, in the ongoing saga that is the Microsoft Activision deal, the judge in the case for the FTC's attempt to block the deal finally announced the decision ruling in Microsoft's favor, which has many believing the deal will be done by next week. Hopefully this means that Bobby Kotick's days in the industry are also coming to an abrupt end, as I predict Microsoft moves quickly to remove him as Activision CEO once Activision is part of Microsoft. Now, a Ubisoft employee seems to have leaked a release window for the highly anticipated Assassin's Creed codename Red, which will take the franchise to Japan for the first time. In a post on LinkedIn, said employee explained Japan was the most requested from Assassin's Creed fans, and they will be expanding the multimedia front with podcasts and a manga series, and asked the question, do you want to partner with the biggest blockbuster of 2024? Now, Limited Run Games had a showcase showing off a bunch of upcoming projects, including the awesome Gex trilogy, the super fun game Toomba making a comeback, Clock Tower, the weird survival horror game with the little creepy scissor dude, a physical release of the Castlevania Advance Collection, a Jurassic Park Classic Game Collection, a lot of previously released digital-only games are getting physical releases, and a lot more. Definitely check out the Limited Run website if you're interested in any of these titles, so you don't miss out. Alright gamers, that concludes this week in review for the week ending on July 14th. The week started with me finally rolling credits on Final Fantasy 16 as we finish this absolute epic story. I absolutely love the game. Then EA announced work has started on a Black Panther game. And the week ended with Capcom's big team-based dino-killing game Exoprimal launching. But let me know anything we may have missed in the comments. Also, you can check out the ending and my final thoughts on Final Fantasy 16 at the link here. And thanks for joining us today, gamers. Shoach World, out.